Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent with Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the mountain grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to Aberdeen, as we are getting set for first pitch between Pierre and the Aberdeen Smitties. John Wickler here on this Wednesday evening, as it's just a one single 9-inning game for between Post State and Aberdeen to close out the regular season. Both teams need to conserve pitching going into the weekend. Don't want to spend an extra 5 innings to try to be out there on the field. So be one that's 9-inning game here tonight, because on Friday it is the region round that begins. Sioux Falls East and Aberdeen, they are the 1:15 matchup. Sioux Falls East will be hosting Aberdeen at 7 o'clock on Friday night, and then 4 o'clock on Saturday, with the second game to follow if necessary. If the team split the first two games, they'll play that if necessary game. For Pierre and Yankton, it's a 5-12 matchup. Pierre and Yankton will play Friday at 6 o'clock. We'll have that game for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. And then again on Saturday, they'll play game 2 at 12 o'clock, and the if necessary game 3 will follow that 12 o'clock game on Saturday, and all games will be at Hyde Stadium, and all games will be here on KCCR. And we apologize for some technical difficulties on YouTube at KCCR Sports. If the broadcast does fail again on YouTube, as it's already done once, we will probably not have a YouTube broadcast this evening. So if you're listening on YouTube right now, maybe buffering a little bit, if that broadcast closed, just hop on over to 1240 KCCR, or you can go to kccrradio.com to listen to the broadcast here this evening. It might be a strict radio broadcast only for tonight. The other matchups, Brandon Valley, they're the 2 seed. They've already qualified. They're the automatic automatic qualifier as they're the state tournament host. And then Sioux Falls West, the 3 seed, hosting the 14 seed Sturgis. The 4 seed Renner will host the 13 seed Mitchell. It will be the 6 seed Rapid City Post 22 taking on the 11 seed Renner Post 307. That's Renner 2. So Post 22 will play at 8 o'clock Central Time, and then noon on Saturday, and then that third game to follow. Harrisburg and Brookings, that's the 7-10 matchup. That'll be played at 6 o'clock Friday night for game 1, 2 o'clock on Saturday for game number 2, and the if necessary game to follow. Watertown will host Rapid City Post 320 at 6 o'clock on Friday, with a 12 o'clock start on Saturday, and the second game to follow, as Renner will go across state. Rapid City Post 320 will go across state. Sturgis going across state as well for these ball games to try and qualify for the state tournament. That will be coming up the following weekend, following Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And, of course, if Post State qualifies, we'll have those games for you on a KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So that's our look at the first-round pairings in the region round that will be coming up Friday, July 16th, Saturday, July 17th. Those games will be on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We will step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. Talk about this matchup here between Pierre and Aberdeen. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Ah, this is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Service Master of Pierre. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master, the clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
As we welcome you back here to Aberdeen, as we are getting set for first pitch between Post States and the Aberdeen Smitties. They are recognizing their seniors here this evening as they are making their way out to the field right now. Post State will go through the batting order. Lincoln Keenels will lead things off. He's the shortstop. He'll be followed by Cade Hinkle, the catcher, batting second. McGuire Rasky will bat third, playing right field. Andy Gordon, the third baseman, batting fourth. Bennett Dean will bat fifth, playing first base. Jade Weeby, the second baseman, batting sixth. Aaron Booth will be the DH, batting seventh. Spencer Lettler is the left fielder, batting eighth, and Elliott Life will be the center fielder, batting ninth. Gary Nedved will be the guy on the mound to start for Post State. We'll see how long he goes, and of course, keeping track of that pitch count to make sure that he is eligible to pitch on at least Friday, if not Saturday, for Post State. Aberdeen will have Max Pren be the catcher, leading things off. Tyler Hoffman, the shortstop, batting second. Aiden McCafferty, the center fielder, about third. Ian Reisinger will be the first baseman, batting fourth. Cade Trenhale, the right fielder, about fifth. Austin Wegman, the left field, batting sixth. Brian Holstrom, the second baseman, batting seventh. Matt Fyock will be the pitcher, batting eighth. And Josh Steinwant, the third baseman, will bat ninth for Aberdeen as that rounds out their order for the Smitties in this 9-inning game. We step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. Listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Comtech in Pierre invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
This summer, enjoy an ice-cold, fresh-squeezed lemonade and admire your well-earned farmer's tan
before you hurl yourself across your neighbor's slip and slide and join First Dakota to bank some noise for summer sports. Roar at the crack of the bat, whistle for a clutch strikeout, and lose your mind over a walk-off home run. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank.
Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Do you need the Pierre Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or Post-State apparel? All Around Graphics in Pierre is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All Around Graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue or call 224-4677. All Around Graphics in Pierre, your one-stop shop.
Agtegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Agtegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Agtegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
As we welcome you back here to Aberdeen, as we are getting set for first pitch between Aberdeen and Pierre Post-State, as it's the final game of the regular season for both teams, as the Eights are coming in 21-17 on the season, looking for win number 22 before the season comes to an end, before the regular season comes to an end. And of course, they'd be looking for wins 23 and 24 if that would be the case going into this weekend, so they can qualify for the state tournament. Only Brandon Valley is in right now, as they are the automatic host. They have the automatic qualifier because they're the host. A little bit different than what it was last year, where there was no suggested host, or there was no automatic host for the 2020 season. They decided to play at the highest seed and only qualify 4 teams. Brandon Valley was one of those 4 teams, but they weren't the highest seed, so it ended up going to Rapid City Post 22 and playing out in Post 320. As the Eights in Aberdeen will be getting set for first pitch. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. Listening to Post-State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Verdict Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verdict Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verdict Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verdict Electric, 224-8684.
Are you driving a 2014 or newer vehicle? Are there less than 100,000 miles on it? Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is prepared to give you top dollar. Again, if your ride is 2014 or newer, Newer. With less than 100,000 miles, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you top dollar for it right now. Trade it in or sell it to us. Doesn't matter. Your vehicle has never been worth more than it is right now. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Overhead Door Company of Pierre is a locally owned business specializing in the sale, service, and installation of residential and commercial garage doors. They provide quality, dependable products with constant service and the peace of mind you need. Overhead Door is one of the most recognized and most respected brand in the garage door industry. For installation and repairs, call Overhead Door Company today at 224-6200. That's 224-6200.
Wondering what to do with that pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
As we welcome you back here once again to Fossum Field here in Aberdeen, as Post State and Aberdeen set for one single 9-inning game. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station, as the Eights will go against this Aberdeen team. Gary Nedved is on the mound for Post State. For the Aberdeen Smitties will be Matt Fyock that will get the start on the mound, and of course we'll be looking at most of these guys will only pitch a certain amount of pitches. They will be we'll have a big bullpen game for both these teams because they want everybody available for Friday and Saturday, as the Eights will be hosting Yankton on Friday. Aberdeen will be traveling to Sioux Falls East on Friday and playing one game on Friday and then the second game on Saturday, with the third game, if necessary, to be played after that game on Saturday. So unlike what it was last year when you played those 2 games on the back-to-back days and then potentially played that third game the next day, they are now playing one game on Friday, one game on Saturday, and the if necessary game to be played Saturday night, or Saturday after that first game is done with. Post State 21-17, they finish in 5th place in the season. They're going to host the 12-seed Yankton. The winner of that one will advance to the state tournament. Right now, if things would hold out, seeds would hold out, looks like Post State will probably play the second game of the day on Friday, depending on how things shake out. Maybe it could be the first or second game. But if there's any upsets, then things might be jumbled around a little bit, where Post State could play potentially even up towards the evening of that first round of the state tournament. However, they still got to get there. They still got to beat Yankton on Friday. They got to win 6 o'clock game on Friday and then the 12 o'clock game on Saturday. And those games will be on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. 6 o'clock on Friday night, 5:40 for pregame, just like we were here this evening. 6 o'clock we'll have first pitch, and then 12 o'clock on Saturday we'll get covered starting at 11:40, and it'll be a doubleheader if that is the case. It'll go to a doubleheader if Yankton and Pierce split the first 2 games. Aberdeen, they will play at 7 o'clock Friday, so we'll keep tabs on that as we get farther along in that game on Friday night. Then they play at 4 o'clock on Saturday for Game 2, and the second game would follow. And there's a couple of games that will be starting at 6 o'clock. Brookings and Harrisburg and Watertown post 320. Those 2 games will both be starting at 6 o'clock when we do, and then Watertown post 320 will be playing at 12 o'clock on Saturday. So we'll keep tabs of throughout the weekend on those other games on who will be qualifying. Brandon Valley has the weekend off because they are in as the host team, so they will not have to worry about playing on Friday and Saturday. They will, probably play they might play the host of the Class B state tournament, depending on if their schedules line up to get a couple of games before they get ready for, before they end up getting, find their way back to playing the following weekend. They're honoring their seniors, honoring the past members that have won scholarships. So we will step aside one more time, another 3 minutes, come back. We'll have more of the pregame show. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
When something just isn't right, it's natural to talk about it.
If you had a toothache, you'd tell someone.
If you found out you had diabetes, you'd learn to take care of it. But when you're feeling stressed, sad, or worried, you're less likely to tell someone.
Why do we treat physical and mental health so differently?
There is no difference. We all need someone to talk to, and there's nothing shameful about wanting to be healthy for you.
When you just need someone to talk to, contact Rising Hope Counseling at 494-1500 or risinghope605.com.
Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Rising Hope Counseling, because if you have hope,
you have everything.
Hey, it's Julia from Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Pierre Sports Center is your local Ranger Boat and Mercury Outboard dealer. They're a must-see for your Ranger boat needs. See their selection of Mercury outboard motors for more power. Pierre Sports Center can help you with financing and other boating needs. Need service for your boat or trailer to keep you going? Pierre Sports Center is your one-stop shop. Pierre Sports Center, Ranger Boats, and Mercury Outboard. A combination that can't be beat. Pierre Sports Center, 1440 North Garfield Avenue in Pierre. Or give them a call, 224-5546. When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wegner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wegner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WegnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WegnerAuto.com or stop by Wegner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
As we welcome you back here to Aberdeen, as we are getting set for our first pitch, umpires making their way to the field. We will tell you the lineups once again for Post State. Leading things off will be Lincoln Keno as the shortstop. Kate Hinkle will bat second and catch. McGuire Rasky, the right fielder, will bat third. Andy Gordon, the third baseman, batting fourth. It is Bennett Dean, the first baseman, batting fifth. Jaden Wiebe will bat sixth and play second base. Aaron Booth, the DH, batting seventh. It'll be Spencer Lettler, the left fielder, batting eighth, and Elliott Life, the center fielder, will bat ninth here for the eights for Aberdeen. Actually, you want to say that Gary Nedved is on the mound. He is the starting pitcher for Post State in this ball game. For Aberdeen, Max Pren will be the leadoff man. He's catching. Tyler Hoffman, the shortstop, will bat second. Aiden McCafferty, the center fielder, will bat third. Ian Rissiger, the first baseman, batting fourth. Kate Trenhill, the right fielder, batting fifth. It'll be Austin Wagman, the left fielder, batting sixth. Brian Holmstrom, the second baseman, batting seventh. Matt Fyock, the pitcher, batting eighth. And Josh Steinwant, the third baseman, will bat ninth. For Aberdeen, for the Smitties will have just a National League lineup with their pitcher batting eighth. Post State going with the tradition. We get set here for baseball between Pierre and Aberdeen. It's a beautiful night here at Fossum Field as the eights and Aberdeen Smitties will close out the season here tonight. 324 down the left field line, 326 down the right field line, 380 out in left center field, 367 out in right center field. As those are your dimensions for the ballpark, as the Eights will be looking for win number 22 on the season, 21-17 heading into tonight's contest. The number 5 seed in the Legion standings will host Yankton on Friday. Those games, that game, only one game on Friday, one guaranteed game on Saturday with the, if necessary, game to follow. But that one game on Friday at 6 o'clock, the one game on Saturday at noon with the second game to follow. All those games can be heard here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports as we are getting set for first pitch between Pierre and Aberdeen. We are off to the third base dugout, just right above the third base dugout, as we'll have a little bit of different camera angle here between what we're used to having with Hyde Stadium and maybe behind home plate, but still a nice angle here for Post States for Aberdeen here at Fossum Field between Post States and Aberdeen. Starting pitcher for Aberdeen, Matt Fyock, he's still getting warmed up right now. He was part of the ceremonies beforehand, so he's going to go warm up, and we're sitting a little bit behind schedule from the start, but we will step aside one more time for another 3 minutes. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Evermore Boutique, where fashion doesn't have to break the bank. See them for men's, women's, and children's clothing, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from noon to 7, Saturdays from 11 to 6, and Sundays from noon to 5. Visit Evermore Boutique, located at 104 South Pierre Street in Pierre, or give them a call today, 605-494-0194. That's Evermore Boutique in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
As we welcome you back here to Aberdeen, as we are getting set for first pitch between Aberdeen and Post States here at Fossum Field. We'll go through the pitching matchup. Gary Nedved taking on Matt Fyock, the opposing pitchers. Nedved comes in as he will be throwing for the fifth time, third start. He is 1-1, 17 and third innings thrown, 18 hits, 13 runs. 11 of those have been earned, 13 walks, 5 strikeouts, 4 guys he's hit by pitch. His ERA is 4.44, but his whip is 1.78. He had a great performance back in the Dakota Classic where he ended up picking the loss, but he ended up going into the 8th inning before he ended up picking up that loss. As we look at now Matt Fyock, who is the pitcher for Aberdeen, he's making his 3rd start, 7th appearance. He's only thrown in 7 1/3 innings. He's 0-2 so far. 14 hits, 15 runs, 10 of those earned, 11 walks, 3 strikeouts, 4 guys that he's hit, a 9.54 ERA and a 3.40 whip for Matt Fyock. And that's going to be the thing for Aberdeen is when you look at where they at, they hit the ball really well. They're batting 300 as a team, and so they're a good hitting team. 300 batting average. Post State in comparison at 303. The Post State has 209 RBIs and 209 runs. Aberdeen is at 277 runs. So they score more runs than what Post State does, but the ERA is what's hurting Aberdeen and still going to make them a dangerous team, but the ERA is going to hurt a little bit. Their ERA is 6.48, and their whip is 2.13, so they struggle to get guys out consistently on the mound. And then you look at how many unearned runs that they've had. They've had over 120, almost 119 unearned runs to add on to the ERA that those pitchers already have. So they walk quite a bit, nearly a walk and strikeout between the two. As we will step aside for another 2 minutes, come back with first pitch. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Ah, this is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
As we welcome you back here to Fossum Field, we are set for our first pitch as it is Matt Fyock that is out on the mound. And he is taking his warm-up tosses. We are set here for baseball. Lincoln Keno's lead things off. He's a shortstop. Cade Hinkle, the catcher, will bat second. McGuire Rasky, the right fielder, will bat third. Andy Gordon, the third baseman, batting fourth. Bennett Dean, the first baseman, batting fifth. Jane Wiebe, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Aaron Booth is the DH, batting seventh. Spencer Lettler will bat eighth and play left field. And Elliot Life will round out the order as he plays center field here in this 9-inning ball game. Matt Fyock is on the mound. He is making his third starts. He is 0-2 so far, seventh appearance overall for Fyock. 7 1/3 innings pitched so far. His ERA is 9.54. His whip is 3.40. We're ready for baseball here on this Wednesday evening. And don't forget, after this ball game is over, we'll have a coverage of the NBA Finals between Milwaukee and Phoenix. That's series at 2-1 right now. Lincoln Keno's will step to the plate. Keno's batting, well, try and get to his actual batting and not his pitching totals. First pitch, he'll swing at it and he'll ground it over to the first baseman, Rissinger, to take it to first himself. So there's one pitch and one out here to open up the ball game. As that will bring up the number 2 hitter, Cade Hinkle. Keno's was coming in hitting .328 on the season. But for Aberdeen, it'll be Steinwatt out in left, McCaverty in center, and Trent Hale in right. Steinwatt at third, Hoffman at short, Holstrom at second, Rissinger at first. Pren behind the plate, and Fyock throws ball 1 to Cade Hinkle. With nobody on, 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Cade Hinkle hitting .259 on the season. Count is 2-0 to the post-state catcher, but his on-base percentage at near 400, .394. 24 walks to 11 strikeouts for Hinkle. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That's over for a strike, and it's now 2-1. Here to the post-state catcher. 2-1 pitch. And will bounce in now 3-1 here to Cade Hinkle. Post-state 21-17 on the year. Looking for win number 22 to open up, or to end the regular season. As the 3-1 pitch is on the outside edge, taken for a strike, and it's now 3-2. Eights have struggled a little bit the last couple of games trying to get some wins. As the 3-2 is upstairs and it will be high for ball 4, and Hinkle is on first with 1 down here in the top of the first inning to bring out now McGuire Rasky, the right fielder. Eights have struggled. They won 1 game at the Gopher Classic. Well, they only went 1-2, so with having 2 games rained out, they didn't get a chance to play those last couple of games. That one's popped foul and out of play by McGuire Rasky on the first pitch. Rasky coming in hitting .419 now on the season. Had himself a good stretch out of the Gopher Classic. .419, .523 on base percentage. As the count's now 1-1. Good to see him hit as well as he has for the Eights. And continue to get on base at a high rate as well. 2-1's the count. When you can trust a guy, your number 3 guy, to get on base every other time he comes to the plate, not too bad. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Fyock to Rasky. That one will miss just a little low and outside, and it's now 3-1. On top of that, he's got 19 runs driven in, which is tied for number 3 on the team, along with Cade Hinkle, who is on first base. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Rasky will foul it back. And the count is full now here at 3-2. Andy Gordon is on deck. He'll be followed then by Bennett Dean and then Jaden Wiebe. See if Hinkle will get a green light to steal here on 3-2 with 1 down. Does not take off. 3-2 pitch. They swing and a miss. And Fyock will get a strikeout of Rasky. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the first. And it'll bring up Andy Gordon. Gordon's got an even 30 runs driven in for Post State, which obviously is going to be the team high. 30 of the 172 RBIs in total. .366 batting average, .423 on base percentage. First pitch to Gordon. He'll rip that one down the left field line. That's going to be down for a base hit. Drops right in front of the left fielder, Steinwatt. And it's first and second here with 2 away, as Gordon gets the first base hit for either side. And now it's Bennett Dean. Dean, last time Post State was here last year, Dean had himself a pretty good game. 5 RBIs in his first 2 at-bats, including a 3-run homer. First pitch to him is going to be missing upstairs high for ball 1. Wind blowing out towards right field. Flag pretty much going straight across right now. Out in the right center field side, as that one will get to the backstop over the top of the head of the catcher. And Pren is now a 2-0 count to Dean with runners at second and third. So both runners in scoring position. Dean got a chance. He has driven in 20 so far. Second on the team in RBIs. That 4-5 combo, 3-4-5 combo has done pretty good with driving in runs, with a total of 69 RBIs between the 3. So now Dean ahead in the count, 2-0. Runners at second and third, the 2-0 pitch. Dean will shoot it out towards right field. Down the line, it will go foul, and it will land foul. And the count's now 2-1. A little bit of a golf swing there from Dean, trying to golf it out. With the count 2-1 here to Dean here at the top of the first. First pitch was at 6:20 here this evening. 1 9-inning game between Pierre and Aberdeen. These are not South Dakota seed points that are up for grabs. That ended on Monday after Sioux Falls East and West were the last game to be played. That one's chopped off the plate. It'll be a tough play for Fyock. He'll flip it underhand to the first baseman, Rissinger, to retire the side. So no run score, 1 hit in the inning, no errors, 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between Pierre and Aberdeen as the Smitties will come to the plate. You're listening to Post-State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
No scores. We head to the bottom of the first inning between Pierre and Aberdeen as Aberdeen Smitties. Their lineup looks like this. Max Pren, the catcher, will lead things off. Tyler Hoffman, the shortstop, will bat second. Ian McCafferty, the center fielder, will bat third. It'll be Ian Rissinger, the first baseman, batting fourth. Cade Trenhale, the right fielder, batting fifth. Austin Wagman, the left fielder, will bat sixth. Brian Holmstrom, the second baseman, batting seventh. Matt Fyock, the pitcher, batting eighth. And Josh Steinwalt, the third baseman, will bat ninth for the Aberdeen Smitties. Gary Nedved is on the mound as Nedved will be making his fifth appearance, third starts. He is 1-1 so far this season as Nedved. 17 and a third innings. He's given up 18 hits, 13 runs. 11 of those 13 have been earned. 13 walks, 5 strikeouts, 4 guys that he's hit, 4.44 ERA, but the whip of 1.78. As it'll be Max Prane to lead things off, the catcher here for Aberdeen. Prane coming in hitting .323 for Aberdeen. First pitch will miss high for ball one. This Aberdeen team is a good hitting team. .300 batting average. .421 on base percentage. He'll check his swing. Does not go around. The ball gets to the backstop, and the count's now 2-0. Here's the leadoff hitter, Max Prane, will be followed by Tyler Hoffman, the shortstop. Nedved from the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one will find the zone, now 2-1. .300 batting average, .421 on base percentage, the slugging percentage at .419, the OPS at .840 as a collective team for the Aberdeen Smitties. There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 2-2. These two teams met in Pierre early on the season. Both Aberdeen and Pierre scored 3 runs each in the first inning. Aberdeen picked up the 4th run, middle of the game. It was a 2-2 pitch. They swing and a miss, and it will be a strikeout for Nedved to open up the ball game for him on the mound. Here at the bottom of the first, and it'll bring up now Tyler Hoffman, the shortstop, and then be Aiden McCafferty after that. It was a 3-3 game after the first inning. Aberdeen took a 4-3 lead midway point a couple innings later and held that lead all the way in the bottom of the 7th when Jaden Wiebe hit a 2-run double to win the ball game in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 5, Tyler Hoffman.
As the first pitch is over for strike one to Tyler Hoffman. The 0-1 pitch will miss, now 1-1. Hoffman hitting .313 so far on the year. 28 runs driven in. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, and it's now 2-1. There's a lot of guys. There's 6 guys with at least 20 runs driven in on the team. And Brock Martin is 1 RBI shy of that. As that one is Flown out towards center field. It will be coming a long run for LA Life. He'll make the catch across the shoe tops as he comes all the way in the infield after he made the catch, as there's now 2 down. That was a long run for the center fielder, LA Life. Looked like maybe his thought process was he got to dive and then got to it without having to make an attempt at diving for it. So there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Aiden McCafferty will step to the plate. The first pitch is over for strike one. Spencer Lettler is out in left. Elliott Life in center and McGuire Rasky in right. Andy Gore, the third baseman. Lincoln Keenel is the shortstop. Jane Wiebe at second and Benedine at first. Kate Hinkle behind the plate as McCafferty will foul the 0-1 pitch just behind the first base dugout, and the count's quickly now 0-2. And a chance for Nedved to have a 1-2-3 inning. Already a little bit of action in the right field bullpen for Post State. 0-2 pitch comes in and hits McCafferty. So instead of a 1-2-3 inning, McCafferty now will be on first base with 2 away.
First baseman number 9, Ian Reisinger.
Ian Reisinger will step to the plate, and the first pitch will miss for ball 1. Reisinger is batting .279, 13 runs driven in. Here's the 1-0. That one will miss low, now 2-0. And again, you're talking about early action of the bullpen for Post State. That's not because Nedved, he's got the first 2 guys out, and yeah, he has hit 1 man, but he looks like to get out of this inning as just over the top of the head of Jaden Wiebe, so he'll get down for a base hit. Runner will take third, and it's now first and third here with 2 down on the base hit for Reisinger. Just over the leaping glove of Jaden Wiebe into right center field, and it dropped in for a base hit. And it'll bring up now Trent Hale will come to the plate. Kate Trent Hale batting .127 so far on the year. The lefty has an early RBI opportunity. And he'll pop the first pitch up. Bennett Dean will give it a look, but it will land out of play. And in the bleachers just past the first base fence. And so 1-1. But again, the early action of the bullpen only meaning that they need to keep guys under pitch counts. They don't want to go over a certain amount. They want to get everybody fresh, everybody get a chance to throw a little bit and keep them fresh, but also keep them available for Friday and Saturday. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a chopper over to Gordon, a high chopper over at third base along the line. The throw to first is in time. Retires the side here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left on base. Same line total as Post State. Still no score between Pierre and Aberdeen as we head to the top of the second. Listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Service Master of Pierre. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master, the clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here at the Fossil Field, top of the second. No score between Pierre and Aberdeen, as it'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the 8s. Jaden Wiebe, Aaron Booth, and Spencer Lettler. 1 hit apiece so far for both teams. There was a walk for Post State, a hit by pitch for Aberdeen, but everything was nearly identical in terms of no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base for both teams in the first inning. As Jaden Wiebe will step to the plate, hitting .300 exactly here for Post State. 16 runs driven in. 6 doubles, 1 triple for the extra base hits for Wiebe. A .788 OPS. as Wiebe will step in to face Matt Fyock here in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch for the big right-hander. Comes inside for ball one. Wiebe has 16 runs driven in. He had for a while been very close as Wiebe will put that one in the right center field. That's down for a base hit. He's 1 for 1. And the number 6 spot here for Post State to lead things off here in the top of the second. And we'll bring up now Aaron Booth, the DH. Booth in 235. He is one of 3 guys that has hit a home run so far. It's a 2-run homer against Post 22. That was on the road in Rapid City. First pitch is upstairs for ball one. Outside of that, that was a big win for Post State. You got the 9-8 win over Post 22 on the road, which doesn't happen very often. But they were able to pick up a split against Post 22 as they went 2-1 against the Hard Hats this year. 2-0 pitch to Booth. He'll line that one right back up the middle for a base hit into center field. And it's first and second with nobody out here in the top of the second. And the Eights have something cooking. The first 2 reaching base. And it'll bring up now Spencer Lettler, the left fielder. Lettler, who missed a little bit because he was out in Mexico on the mission trip. Still hitting .333 on the season. 6 RBIs. Still looking for that extra base hit. There's first extra base hit. He's going to show bunt, and he's going to drop it down. It's going to be a good bunt. He's going to get everybody over. The throw to first is going to be in time. Executed perfectly from both sides. Second baseman Holmstrom comes over to take the bag. So it'll be a 1-4 sacrifice bunt for Spencer Lettler. And there's one down here in the top of the second with runners at second and third. And it's Elliott Life. Life hitting .292. And he can get into double digits in RBIs with a base hit to drive in both runs. First pitch is over for strike one to the center fielder. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Fyock. And Life will chop it over the head of the pitcher Fyock. It's going to be a base. It's going to be a infield single as the shortstop Hoffman didn't field it cleanly. Went to Holmstrom, but there was no chance to make the play. So an RBI infield single for Elliott Life, and Post State strikes first here in the top of the second. They lead at 1-0. Jaden Wiebe comes in to score on Elliott Life's RBI single. And it'll now bring up Lincoln Keenels. 3 hits in the inning now for Post State. They lead at 1-0 here, 4 hits in total. First pitch misses outside for ball one. Keenels grounded out to the first baseman to lead off the ball game in the top of the first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Keenels will line it foul over towards the third base coaching box. Coach Brian White hops out of the way. And as the count is even at a ball and a strike. And Post State has gone to the number, yelling out numbers for what they want to do offensively instead of going through the traditional signs, as the count's now 2-1. And one of the big bonuses of that is guys don't have to. They don't have to be watching the Coach White all the time. They can be running back to the bag and hearing it. Watching something else. As that one's lying just foul again. Elliott Life took off again on the pitch. And it will be a foul ball, so the count is now 2-2. Other times you have to make sure guys are watching everything. Everything had to be watching the third base coach. Now you can look down, figure out the sign when you're staying on the base. And just there's a lot more positives that come out of that as it counts now 3-2. Is a good block there from the catcher, Prain. And the count is full at 3-2 with the runners at first and third. Life's taken off twice already in this at-bat. We'll see if he takes off another time, especially the full count. 3-2 pitch. He does take off. There's a swing and a miss. The throw to second will be a high one. Booth going to try and score the throw back to the plate, and they've got him out at home. And that will retire the side here in the top of the second inning. So we strike him out, somewhat throw him out, and that will end the inning. As Life stole second base, but Booth is thrown out 4-2 to end the inning. 1 run scores in the inning, 3 hits in the inning for Post State, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. Post State has a 1-0 lead over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Comtech in Pierre invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
This summer, enjoy an ice-cold, fresh-squeezed lemonade and admire your well-earned farmer's tan before you hurl yourself across your neighbor's slip and slide and join First Dakota to bank some noise for summer sports. Roar at the crack of the bat, whistle for a clutch strikeout, and lose your mind over a walk-off home run. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
As we welcome you back, bottom of the second inning, it will be 6, 7, and 8 here for Aberdeen. Austin Wagman, the left fielder, Brian Holmstrom, and then Matt Fyock be the first 3 hitters, as Post State has a 1-0 advantage over Aberdeen on the RBI infield single from Elliott Life. That's where we stand here in the bottom of the second in this one game, 9 innings that we'll play here at Fossum Field, then head back to Pierre and get ready for Yankton to come to town, as they will be the team that Post State will face in the region round in the best of 3. That will be Friday, Saturday, with the if necessary game following the Saturday game. So instead of last year, we played the doubleheader in the first 2 games on that single day, and then would have played that second game the third game that next day. They're splitting up into 2 days for sure, as Wagman will be the hitter, as the first pitch will miss low for ball 1. As Wagman comes to the plate, he's batting 179 so far in the season, 6 runs driven in. There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 1-1 to the Aberdeen left fielder. Nedved on for a second inning of work. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will bounce in, now 2-1. Had the action in the bullpen for Post State. Still have some action in the bullpen. Looks like it's Isaac Pollock that has been throwing, but he's been throwing for nearly an inning, so maybe it's just an actual bullpen session, and he's not going to come into this ball game and pitch. There's a swing and a miss on the 2-1 pitch, and the count's now 2-2. We'll probably see Lincoln Keenholz come in and pitch. Maybe Jaden Weeby throw a little bit. Maybe Bennett Dean as well. 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout for Nedved's second strikeout of the ball game. And there's one down here to open up the bottom of the second. I'm going to bring up Brian Holmstrom, the second baseman.
The second baseman, number 7, Brian Holmstrom.
He's batting .241 is Holmstrom, 12 runs driven in. He has a home run, 12 home runs in total for Aberdeen here this season. First pitch is at the letters for strike 1. So lefty Brian Holmstrom. McCafferty leads the team with 5 home runs. Although he does not lead the team in RBIs, he's got 30, but he doesn't lead the team in RBIs. That's Josh Steinwan, who is going to be next. As it counts 1-1, he's got 38 RBIs of the 236 RBIs in total for the Aberdeen Smitties. 1-1 pitch. That one will miss, and it's now 2-1. You know, and Aberdeen they've had some high-scoring games where Post State has been the opposite end of some low-scoring games. As that one's outside again, and it's now 3-1. And Post State won a game against Brandon Valley 1-0. Aberdeen likes to score a lot of runs. I mean, the ERA is up around 6 of the team, so they're trying to score 7-8 runs a ball game to try and win against their opponent. As that one is taken high for ball 4, and Holmstrom is on with one down here in the bottom of the second. Matt Fyock now hitting. Josh Steinwan is on deck. Fyock hitting .330. 29 runs driven in. First pitch to Fyock. Over for strike 1. As Pollock is done throwing in the bullpen. Here's now the 0-1 pitch. That one's grounded up towards the left side. Keenels will throw to second for one. Back to first. It's in time for an inning-ending double play. A 6-4-3 double play ends it here in the bottom of the second. Smooth as silk from Keenels to Wiebe to make that turn. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the top of the third inning. 1-0 lead for the Eights over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post-State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Do you need the Pierre Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or Post-State apparel? All-around graphics at Pierre is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All-around graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue or call 224-4677. All-around graphics in Pierre, your one-stop shop.
Agtegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Agtegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Agtegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
Top of the third inning. 1-0 Post-State leads Aberdeen as it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Cade Hinkle, McGuire Rasky, and Andy Gordon. Anybody reaches base, it'll then be Bennett Dean. As the Eights scored that first run, the top of the second inning on 3 hits in the inning. 4 hits in total so far, and a smooth inning-ending double play turns shortstop second to first, 6-4-3 from Lincoln Keenels to Jaden Wiebe. And combo up the middle has been really good for the Eights as well as the Pierre Governor High School baseball team in 2021. Cade Hinkle walked his first trip to the plate as he will step to the plate this time for maybe his first official at-bat, trying to get his first hit. Matt Fyock on for his now third inning of work. Here's the first pitch over for strike one to Cade Hinkle. Again, Hinkle comes in hitting .259 on the season, 22 runs scored, 19 RBIs. As the count is even at a ball and a strike to the Post-State catcher. He had a home run back in the Minot tournament. He and Bennett Dean both went deep in back-to-back games. The only 3 home runs they played at post-22 with Aaron Booth hitting a bomb. And then Bennett Dean and Cade Hinkle both hit bombs at Minot as it counts now 2-2. Much different than what they had last year with the several more home runs that were hit. 2-2 pitch. And Hinkle will drive this out towards right center field. Going back is McCafferty. He'll make the catch in the right center field gap. And there's one down to open up here at the top of the third. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, McGuire Rasky. Rasky struck out swinging his first at-bat. Don't see that very often from him. Just 5 strikeouts in 107 plate appearances. That was just a 6th strikeout, 108 plate appearances. Don't see that very often, which is another big plus for having him at bat in the 3 spot, is because he's either going to walk and not put the ball in play, or he's going to put the ball in play. He's going to get on base if he doesn't put the ball in play more times than not. He's only walked 19 times, but 6 strikeouts, 107 plate appearances. That's a good spot to be at, especially with a .419 batting average. So not only is he putting the ball in play a lot, he's also getting on base a lot when he puts the ball in play. As it's now 3-0, and he might walk for the 20th time. 135 walks to 173 strikeouts coming in for Post-State in the final game of the regular season. 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle. It's now 3-1. See a lot more free swinging from Post-State when they played the non-South Dakota teams. They've been very good with their approaches so far in this ball game, as Rasky will draw a 1-out walk. He is on with 1 down for now Andy Gordon.
The third baseman, number 20, Andy Gordon.
Andy Gordon with 30 RBIs so far this season, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 5 extra base hits in total, as that one's popped up on the left side. Back on his Hoffman, the shortstop, into left field to make the catch. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the third. And we'll bring up Bennett Dean who ground out to the pitcher, Fyog, near the first base bag in his first trip to the plate. Again, no Matt Hansen. He was diagnosed with mono last week. As Rasky will take off, the throw to second will one hop and sliding in safely as McGuire Rasky to beat the throw. Good throw on a one hop from Prane. He gave a high hop to the shortstop Hoffman and made that easier to make the catch and try to put the tag down, but Rasky slid in safely as the 0-1 pitch is rolled over, and it will be fielded by the first baseman. Underhand flip, and it will be Fyog getting in the bag first, putting the foot down first at first base to retire the side. So 2 ground outs now from Dean, and that retires here things in the top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. At the bottom of the third, 1-0 lead here for Pierre over Aberdeen. Listen to Post-State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-O-Lator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-O-Lator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-O-Lator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 is their score, as it will be 9-1-2 here for Aberdeen. Steinwan, Prane, and Hoffman be the first 3 hitters. Nedved will work for the third inning now here for Post State. And maybe it might be for Nedved saying, hey, we're going to get you some work here because we expect to win 2 games, and maybe might be what Coach White, Coach Nas, maybe thinking, say, hey, if we get you as many pitches here, we might not have you for the weekend, but we will definitely have you for the state tournament. First pitch is over for strike 1. That's what Gary Nedved provides, is the guy who just throws strikes out there. You know, he's not going to be the top 3 starters, but he's going to throw strikes for you when he's got a chance. That one's popped up into shallow left field and a couple steps into left field, and Lincoln Keenels will easily grab that one for the first out. And the leadoff man retired here in the bottom of the third to bring up Max Pring, the catcher, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat.
The catcher, number 10, Max Pring.
Pring hitting .323 coming in. 20 runs driven in, 29 runs scored. First pitch to him. There's a ground ball left side. Keenels will backhand in the hole. Long throw across the body is a high one that pulls Dean off the bag. But even with a strong throw, it was a strong throw, but a throw that's right on the money, I think Prane's still going to beat it out for an infield single. So it'll be the second hit of the ball game now here for Aberdeen. As Tyler Hoffman now, the shortstop, will come to the plates. Hoffman flew out to the center fielder, L.A. Life, in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to Hoffman. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Back to Nedved, he throws strikes. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. In the 17 and the third innings, he had 13 walks. But that's the big thing is his whip was under 2. Keep your whip under 2. You like where that sits. You like to be maybe under 1.5, but he will throw strikes, let the guys put the ball in play, and make the defense work. And that's, as a coach, if you put a guy in like that, you'll find the strike zone. That's been some of the post-state struggles, as that one's going to be floated into left field. That's going to drop in front of Lettler, and it's now first and second. Back-to-back singles here for the Smitties. And they have something cooking here in the bottom of the third for the dangerous Eden McCafferty to come to the plate. 5 home runs for McCafferty, 30 runs driven in, a .403 batting average coming in, but he's looking for his first official at-bat. Was hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Was down 0-2 in the count and then got hit by a pitch. Was left stranded at third base. Rissiger got the single to make it first and third. So now it's first and second here with one down the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 pitch. That one will be fouled back as 1-1. A .540 on-base percentage, an OPS of 1.20. That's how good McCafferty has been for this Aberdeen Smitty team. As they'll foul that one back and out of play, and it's now 1-2. .540 on-base percentage, a .661 slugging percentage. A solid OPS for Aiden McCafferty. 1-2 pitch. One comes upstairs, maybe a little inside. Now it's 2-2 to McCafferty here with one down the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 is her score. Post 8 leads it over the Aberdeen Smitties. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. And McCafferty will go down on strikes, and it's the third strikeout now for Gary Nedved. And it will bring up the first baseman, the cleanup hitter, with 2 away and runners at first and second. Ian Reisiger singled in his first at-bat. Left stranded at first base. First pitch to Reisiger. Over for strike one. It's nice to see Gary Nedved try and work out of this jam. First and second with one out. Now it's first and second with 2 outs. After he struck out McCafferty. 0-1 pitch. Drops in the dirt. Good block from Hinkle. Keeps it in front. So staying at second base was the catcher, Prain. Hoffman is over at first base. Prain at second. Count is 1-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 is their score. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one will come in and hit Reisiger, and so now he is on first, and the bases are now loaded. Second time that man has been hit from Gary Nedved. The bases are loaded. Kate Trenhale, the right fielder, 0 for 1. Grounded out to the third baseman, Andy Gordon. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Prain. I believe it'd be Nick Clemens that will come in and courtesy run for Prain over at third base. With the bases loaded and 2 down. First pitch coming from the windup. Comes inside on Trenhale. 0 for 1. Had a high chopper over to Gordon at third base. And his first at bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will bounce in. Hinkle blocked it up. Turned to circle to make sure it didn't get all the way to the backstop, but the count is now 2-0 here to Trenhale. Austin Wagman is on deck. But Post State hoping that he stays on deck to finish out the inning. 2-0 pitch is over for a strike, and it's now 2-1. Tying run is at third base here in the bottom of the third inning. Go ahead, run in scoring position as well. Bags are juiced here with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch from Nedved comes high and outside, and the count's now 3-1 to Kate Trenhale. So a good hitter's count here to try and tie the ball game up, if not give Aberdeen the lead with a base hit. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It will be a walk. Bounced in the dirt. Hinkle blocked it up, but it will drive in the first run of the ball game for the Smitties on the 2-out walk. And an RBI will be credited to Trenhale. And the game is tied 1-1. And the bags are still juiced. So here's now Wagman. Still with the bases loaded. Here's the first pitch from Nedved. There's a line shot right to Gordon. He'll make the grab, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the third. 1 run scores with 2 hits in the inning. No errors and 3 men left on base. We head to the top of the fourth. This ball game is tied between Pierre and Aberdeen at 1. Listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you driving a 2014 or newer vehicle? Are there less than 100,000 miles on it? Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is prepared to give you top dollar. Again, if your ride is 2014 or newer with less than 100,000 miles, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you top dollar for it right now. Trade it in or sell it to us. Doesn't matter. Your vehicle has never been worth more than it is right now. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Overhead Door Company of Pierre is a locally owned business specializing in the sale, service, and installation of residential and commercial garage doors. They provide quality, dependable products with constant service and the peace of mind you need. Overhead Door is one of the most recognized and most respected brand in the garage door industry. For installation and repairs, call Overhead Door Company today at 224-6200. That's 224-6200.
As we go to the top of the fourth inning, it is a 1-1 tie between Pierre and Aberdeen. Joe Wickler here on this Wednesday evening, final game of the regular season of 2021. After tonight, season is on the line. Maybe not necessarily in the next game, but the season is on the line. You can't lose 2 this coming weekend, then you can't lose 2 after that. Double elimination format in the state tournament. As Jaden Weeby will step to the plate, he's 1 for 1, single to lead off the top of the second inning when Post State scored their run. Here's the first pitch to Weeby. It's upstairs for ball 1. Weeby again hitting 300 on the season coming in. 16 runs driven in. Here's the 1-0. That one is upstairs now, 2-0. Weeby, Booth, and Lettler. Eli reaches base and Elliott Life. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Goes behind Weeby, and the count's now 3-0. Weeby nods his head down at Coach White, and probably will be taking here at 3-0. Still a good hitter's count after that. Here's a 3-0 from Matt Fyock. That one will miss, and it will be a 4-pitch walk to lead off the top of the fourth inning. And we'll bring up Aaron Booth, who had a single, was thrown out trying to score off the steal from Life. That ended the top of the second. But it is Aaron Booth, the DH. First pitch to him is going to be taken upstairs for ball 1. So 5 straight misses here from Fyock to open up the top of the fourth inning. Here's the 1-0. That's outside, now 2-0. If you're Aaron Booth, probably taking again here until you're going to get a strike. Already up in the count, 2-0. 6 straight misses. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and Booth will swing, and it will get a piece of it, and it's now 2-1. Got a pitch they liked just a little bit too much. Couldn't hold back. Just got a piece of it. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one will bounce in, and Weeby takes off as soon as that ball hit the ground. Before it hit the ground, he was off with the pitch, or off with the how it looked coming off the arm of the hand of Matt Fyock, and he'll take second base. So it's now a runner on second, 3-1 count here to Booth, and a 1-1 tie in the top of the fourth inning. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Here's a 3-1 from Fyock to Booth. Goes up above Booth. Rounding third now is going to be Weeby. He'll stop at third base, and it's first and third with nobody out. And Post State threatening to retake the lead with now Spencer Lettler. Time will be called by Prane to go talk with his starting pitcher, Matt Fyock. No action in the left field bullpen right now here for Aberdeen. You know, Fyock has thrown in just 7 1/3 innings coming in. Look at some of these other guys. Wagman, Steinwant. They're both throwing over 40 pitches, or 40 innings. Brock Martin. And then you get, he's thrown over 30. Then you have Brian Holmstrom, Max Prane, Aiden McCafferty, and Nick Clemens all have thrown over 20 innings, along with Tyler Hoffman. So Fyock's probably your guy that maybe saying to go eat up a bunch of innings in this ball game. There's a high chopper for Lettler that's going to get over the head of the first baseman into right field for a base hit. Booth will stop at second. It's an RBI single for Spencer Lettler, and Post State has retaken the lead here at the top of the fourth inning. First 3 guys have reached base. A 2-1 lead now here for the Eights. As that'll bring up now Elliott Life. He singled in a run, an infield single back in the top of the second inning. And now he's got an opportunity to drive in another run with Booth in scoring position. Here's the first pitch. We'll try and drop down a bunt. It'll hit the lip, the infield grass, and maybe thought it would take a nice turn and find its way back down the third base line, but it did not, and it's 0-1. There will be now action in the bullpen out in left field for Aberdeen. As the count is 0-1 here to Life. Fyack will come set from the stretch. Life showing bunt. Fyack will throw. Life will bunt it foul. And the count's now 0-2. With runners at first and second, nobody out here at the top of the fourth. Life will now have to be swinging away, but also have to protect. Here's the 0-2 from Fyack to Elliott Life. After a couple of checks over the runner at second base, he'll deliver the 0-2 pitch, and it's going to be upstairs for ball one. Count is 1-2. 5 hits so far here for the Eights. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Aberdeen. 1-2 pitch. That's also upstairs. And from 0-2 now to 2-2. With Booth at second, Lettler at first. Here's the 2-2 from Fyack to Life. Goes outside, and the count's full now at 3-2. On deck, the top of the order, Lincoln Keenels. 3-2, nobody out. Fyack will step off, regather before delivering the payoff pitch to the number 9 hitter, Elliott Life. He's going to be looking to at least be on base for the second time, if not get a second base hit. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That is outside, and it will be taken for ball 4, and Elliott Life down 0-2 in the count. Will draw a walk, and the bases are now loaded. Here for now Lincoln Keenels, who has an opportunity to add to his RBI total. Just 7 RBIs so far in 17 games played. This is his 18th game played. We'll have a mound visit. And we'll see if Fyack will stay in the ball game. But Lincoln Keenels with 7 RBIs so far, 17 runs scored. And that leadoff spot tends to be, I mean, you're at least, every time you come up to the plate at least once, you're going to have nobody on base. So that already hurts you unless you're going to hit leadoff home runs. Your RBIs aren't going to quickly total up when you're coming to the plate in the first inning and you know that nobody's going to be on base in front of you. But he has an opportunity to, even with the gap somewhere, the speed of Elliott Life can drive in all 3 runs. So after the mound visit, Keenels will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far. He did ground out to the first baseman and also struck out swinging. So now Keenels will try and get his first hit and open up this ball game. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. 3 walks in the inning so far here from Fyack. 5 walks in total in this ball game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 2-0. And that is through just 3 innings of work. He has not picked up an out yet in the 4th inning. Fyack will come set. Here's the now 2-0 pitch to Lincoln Keenels. That one will get to the backstop. 1 run will come in to score. Aaron Booth will jog on in. And it's a 3-1 lead now here for Post State. Count is 3-0. And it's second and third with nobody out. On deck, Cade Hinkle, who's already drawn a walk so far in this ball game, would be the 6th man to come to the plate. Count is 3-0. Second and third here with nobody out. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And Keenels will line that one to center field. And the catch will be made by McCafferty. Lettler took off. Got back to the third base bag, but could not tag. And it remains 3-1. Keenels tagged that one out to center field, but Lettler unable to score. Cade Hinkle now will come to the plate, but not before a pitching change, as we have another mound visit, which will require Fyack to come out of the ball game. So we will step aside for a minute, and we will tell you the changes after this. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727, a contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
And it will be Nick Clemens down the mound here for Aberdeen, as he will inherit runners at second and third with 1 down, and he'll deal with 2 and 3. Cade Hinkle and McGuire Rasky. Spencer Lettler is on third base. Elliott Life at second. Nick Clemens will come in to throw for, that will be the 14th appearance. 25 innings so far. 34 hits, 31 runs. 23 of those 31 runs have been earned. 15 walks, 31 strikeouts. He's hit 9 guys, an ERA of 6.44 and a whip of 1.9. So Clemens does strike out more than he allows in free passes, but has given up 34 hits in 25 innings, 23 earned runs in 25 innings of work. So Post State, see if they can hit the ball around the yard here against Clemens. With 1 out here in the top of the fourth, a 3-1 lead. 2 runs have scored already in the inning. Both walks have come in to score of the 3 that Fayok had in this fourth inning. So Cade Hinkle, who is 0 for 1, he drew a walk in his first trip to the plate. Flew out to the center fielder McCafferty in his second at-bat. Will come to the plate here with second and third and 1 down. Clemens will work from the windup with second and third. First pitch will miss low for ball 1. Velocity is ramped up a little bit from Fayok to now Clemens. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will be upstairs, maybe a little outside. Now 2-0. Here's the Post State catcher. 2-0 pitch. That one will miss just outside, so the count's quickly 3-0 here to Hinkle. That's what Hinkle's best at, drawing walks. 25 walks in the season in 39 games. 3-0 pitch will miss. Well, she was a 2-1 count, so it's now 3-1 here to Cade Hinkle. Here's the 3-1 from Clemens to Hinkle. That one will bounce in. Good block from the catcher, Prain, but it'll still be a walk. Be the 4th walk issued of the inning. First walk from Clemens. And it'll be McGuire asking now to hit with the bases loaded and 1 down here in the top of the 4th. As the Eights will try and extend their lead up 3-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch from Clemens to Rasky. That's outside for ball 1. Rasky, he is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging and then also drew a walk. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Rasky up the middle. He fielded by the second baseman, Holmstrom. Flips to second for 1. To first base, not in time. And it'll be an RBI fielder's choice to make it now 4-1. Holmstrom had a little bit of trouble picking up the ball at second. Still able to flip to get to second base for 1 and nearly had the double play. But scoring is Lettler, Elliott Life to third base, 4-6 on the fielder's choice. And RBI for McGuire Rasky, and it will now bring up Andy Gordon. With runners in the corners and 2 down. And the Eights have a 3-run lead. Here's the first pitch to Gordon. That is over for strike 1. Gordon's 1 for 2. Single bag in the first. Popped out the shortstop in the 3rd inning. 0-1 pitch is upstairs, and it's now 1-1. A base hit would make it a 5-1 lead here for Post State. Scored 4 times here in the 4th. Here's the 1-1. And Gordon will foul it back to the netting, and it's now 1-2. For Aberdeen, the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be 7, 8, and 9. Holmstrom and Clemens, who will be hitting Fyock's spot, and then Josh Steinwatt. From the stretch, Clemens will come set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Comes inside, and it's now 2-2. So the Deuces are wild here in the top of the fourth. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 pitch upcoming here to Andy Gordon. Clemens will come set from the stretch. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Rasky will take off. A ground ball over the third baseman to be fielded by Steinwatt. Throw to first is in time, and it retires his side here in the top of the fourth inning. But not before 3 runs come in to score for Post State on just 1 hit in the inning. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth, a 4-1 lead now for Post State over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back, it is the bottom of the fourth inning, 7, 8, 9 here for the Aberdeen Smitties. Brian Holmstrom, then Nick Clemens, then Josh Steinwatt. Holmstrom walked and was retired on the double play. That ended the inning back in the second. Holmstrom, then Clemens will get his first at bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the first pitch over for strike one from Gary Nedved as he works into his fourth inning now here for the Eights. On the bench is Jack Merkwan and Isaac Pollock. Brady Getz is here, but he is not dressed as the 0-1 pitch is flown out towards center field right to Elliott Life, who will make the catch to retire the leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And there's one down to bring up the number 8 hitter now, Nick Clemens. It's going to be Matt Fyock will continue to hit. Looks like he's going to be the DH now.
DH number 25, Matt Fyock.
So Fyock will be the DH as he'll get a base hit out in the left field. Got right in front of Lettler, almost skipped right past him, but able to go down and make a nice glove save to keep him from going past him. And it's a single for Fyock. And there's a runner on first with one down here in the bottom of the fourth to bring up the third baseman, Josh Steinwatt.
The third baseman, number 14, Josh Steinwatt.
And Steinwatt, 378 batting average, 38 runs driven in, but hitting the number 9 spot here for the Aberdeen Smitties in this ball game. First pitch is missed upstairs for ball one. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. Again, 9-inning game. So we're nearing the halfway point. We have not crossed that threshold of the halfway point, as that one will be over for a strike. Looks like he caught maybe the bottom of the zone. And the count is now 1-1. Fyock will lead away from first. Nedved will come set from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's outside now, 2-1. Max Prain, the catcher, he is on deck. Again, the Eights will play Yankton on Friday. One game on Friday, one guaranteed game on Saturday, as it's now 3-1 here to Steinwatt. At 6 o'clock on Friday, we'll have coverage at 5:40 for Game 1 of the region round. Then Game 2 will be on Saturday at noon. We'll have coverage starting at 11:40, and then the third game would follow if necessary. 3-1 pitch will miss inside, and will be a one-out walk. It is now first and second with one down, and it will bring up Max Prain, the catcher.
Number 10, Max Prain.
2 walks, 2 guys have been hit by a pitch. 3 walks. 2 guys have been hit by a pitch and 4 hits so far here for Aberdeen. First pitch to Prain will miss for ball 1. Prain's 1 for 2. He singled back in the 3rd inning, came around to score right now the only run for Aberdeen. He'll foul that one, cued off the end of the bat. And it's now 1-1. And Brady Getz dealing with the back injury that will keep him out for the rest of the season and potentially some of the football season as well. As it's now a 2-1 count here to Prain, which will hurt that offensive line for the Pierre Governors. He's a big part of that offensive line. Still will be a big part of that offensive line once he gets healthy going into his senior year. As it counts now 3-1 here to Max Prain. And the 8's now in danger of walking the bases loaded. And Nedved will look at his glove. He missed a throw to him twice, went off his glove. He got a big smile on his face, though. Checking the inside of the glove, make sure that there's no hole in there. Counts 3-1 to Max Prain. Tyler Hoffman is on deck. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and it will be another walk, and the bases are now loaded. Here with 1 down in the top of the 4th inning, or the bottom of the 4th inning. And it will now be Tyler Hoffman, but after Coach Nathan Nas will make his way out and have a discussion with Gary Nedved. They'll keep the infield back. Just be Nas, Nedved, and Hinkle talking on the mound. Again, it is going to be Brock Martin will come in courtesy run for Max Prain over at first base. But on Friday, Post 8 will open up the region round against Yankton at 6 o'clock. We'll have coverage at 5:40. And then on Saturday, whether Post 8 wins the first game, Yankton wins the first game, doesn't matter. 1 game on Friday, and then 1 game scheduled guaranteed on Saturday. It'll be at noon. We'll be on the air at 11:40. And then the 3rd game, if necessary, will follow if the 2 teams split the first 2 games. Here's Tyler Hoffman, first pitch. A check swing, does not check his swing. And it's 0-1 here to Hoffman. He's 1 for 2 with a single. That came in the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will bounce off the glove of Finkel. Coming down the line was Fyock, but doesn't skip far enough away for Hinkle and from Hinkle, and the count's now even at a ball and a strike. Nedved from the windup. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will be lined over to right field. McGuire-Rasky is there to make the catch. Fyock does not able to tag up as he came halfway down the line and had to race back to third base. So the catch was made, and there's now 2 down. And bring up Aiden McCafferty. But still the base is loaded. So both teams don't take advantage of a potential sac fly in this 4th inning. First pitch to McCafferty is outside for ball 1. It was Lincoln Keno's line shot to center field. Spencer Lettler did not tag to score. Now the right line shot from Tyler Hoffman, and that one's popped up, and Post 8 looks like they're going to get out of this one. Lincoln Keno's behind second base will make the catch, and Post 8 will tiptoe out of danger here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No run score on a 1 hit, no errors, but 3 men left on base. We head to the top of the 5th. The 8s have a 4-1 lead over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
When something just isn't right, it's natural to talk about it.
If you had a toothache, you'd tell someone.
If you found out you had diabetes, you'd learn to take care of it.
But when you're feeling stressed, sad, or worried, you're less likely to tell someone.
Why do we treat physical and mental health so differently? There is no difference.
We all need someone to talk to, and there's nothing shameful about wanting to be healthy for you.
When you just need someone to talk to, contact Rising Hope Counseling at 494-1500 or risinghope605.com.
Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Rising Hope Counseling, because if you have hope,
you have everything.
Top of the fifth inning, it is a 4-1 lead here for Post States, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Bennett Dean, Jaden Wiebe, and Aaron Booth be the first three hitters here for the Eights, trying to extend their 3-run lead. They scored those 3 runs in the top of the fourth inning off of just one hit. They took advantage of 3 walks in the first 4 batters in that inning and a couple wild pitches to drive in runs. An RBI single for Lettler, and then a wild pitch scored Aaron Booth, who is also due up third here in this top of the fifth inning. Hitting the halfway point of this ball game. A 9-inning ball game here between Pierre and Aberdeen, as the first pitch is over for strike one to Bennett Dean, who is 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out the first baseman, grounded out the pitcher, and then end up ground out to the first baseman. He'll line that one, turned on it, and lined it foul, and the count's now 0-2. Looks like Fayek is over at first base. So any other defensive changes that come about. And here's the 0-2 now from Clemens to Dean, as Dean will sky this one out towards right center field. McCafferty will chase it down the gap and make a good catch to retire Dean here to lead off the top of the fifth inning. Boy, he's got a lot of ground covered out there in center field as McCafferty. And Jaden Wiebe now will come to the plate, who's been on base both times. He singled to lead off the top of the second, walked to lead off the top of the fourth. They've led to both times scoring runs for Post State. First pitch to Wiebe is fouled back. It'll get itself out of play, and it's 0-1. Maybe 24 singles, 31 hits in total. It had 30 hits and 100 at-bats, even at 300 coming into this ball game, as he'll pop the 0-1 pitch up. It'll be foul territory, long run for the catcher, but it will land out of play. And it's 0-2. Prain had a beat on it, but ran out of real estate, and the count's now 0-2. So Jaden Wiebe now will have to battle up, trying to get a runner on base here with one down. And don't forget, coming up after this ball game is over on KCCR, we'll have coverage of Game 4. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's popped up behind home plate. This is a better chance for Prain to make a play behind the plate, and he'll make the catch. Well, there's now 2 down. That one stayed in play for Max Prain. And there's 2 away to now bring up Aaron Booth, trying to avoid the first 1-2-3 inning for Aberdeen. Jack Merkwan now will come in and hit for Aaron Booth, so Merkwan will make his way in to the DH spots. So here's an opportunity for Jack Merkwan. He's batting .259 on the season. First pitch is over for strike one. Started a little bit slow, and then turned things on. 14 runs driven in so far in the season, a double and a triple for his extra base hits. 0-1 pitch. Comes inside, nearly gets him, but it will be taken for ball one. That counts even at a ball and a strike. .351 on-base percentage. .645 OPS for Jack Merkwan, who will be a junior this fall. There's a swing and a miss by Merkwan, and it's now 1-2. I do like the swing, the look of Merkwan swinging the bat. And a real smooth stroke. 1-2 pitch, and he'll foul that one out of play. Was behind it. It fell far out of play on the right side. A lot of cars, I think they were hoping to avoid getting a foul ball towards them, and might have got a car over there. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Comes inside and taken for strike 3, and Merkwan will go down on strikes, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Nick Clemens in the top of the fifth. 4-1 lead for Post State over Aberdeen. Listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, it's Julia from Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Pierre Sports Center is your local Ranger Boat and Mercury Outboard dealer. They're a must-see for your Ranger boat needs. See their selection of Mercury outboard motors for more power. Pierre Sports Center can help you with financing and other boating needs. Need service for your boat or trailer to keep you going? Pierre Sports Center is your one-stop shop. Pierre Sports Center, Ranger Boats and Mercury Outboard, a combination that can't be beat. Pierre Sports Center, 1440 North Garfield Avenue in Pierre, or give them a call, 224-5546.
As we welcome you back here, it is the bottom of the fifth inning. Post State leading 4-1. John Wickler here on this Wednesday evening as Aaron Booth now is on the mound here for Post State. As for Aaron Booth, we'll tell you his stats. It'll be his 7th appearance on the season, 7 2/3 innings so far. He is 0-1 in game started, just one game started. He's 0-1 so far on the year. 17 hits, 12 runs, 10 of those earned, 7 walks, 10 strikeouts, 2 guys that he's hit, an ERA of 9.13 and a whip of 3.13. As those numbers a little bit inflated because of the limited amount of innings that he has thrown so far for the Eights. But again, for Aaron Booth, who we really didn't think that he was going to be able to pitch at the end after getting hurt May 1st. Thought that his season was done for the Pierre Governors. He wasn't going to be able to throw, maybe hit. I mean, it was maybe that he was going to hit over the summer for Post State, as they'll throw first pitch strike to open up the bottom of the fifth inning to Nick Clemens, who's the number 4 spot. And quickly 0-2. So for Aaron Booth, you love to see him. Love to see him continue to throw strikes, find his groove on the mound, because he'd be a vital piece and a key component for Post State trying to make some noise in the state tournament. I don't think there's any way that you win a state championship for Post State without having Aaron Booth be successful on the mound somewhere. 1-2 pitch, just get a piece of his Clemens, and it'll remain at 1-2. And I mean that just because it's a long haul. To win a state championship, you've got to have a lot of guys that can throw strikes, a lot of guys that can be effective. 1-2 pitch, there's a swing and a miss. Talking about being effective, there's a curveball that ties up Clemens, and it'll be a swing strikeout from Clemens, and the first strike of the ball game for Booth to open up the bottom of the fifth inning to bring up Cade Trenhill, and then be Austin Wagaman. Brock Martin now will come to hit. So Martin will hit for Trenhill. Martin's hitting 250 so far in the season. Watch the first pitch miss in the dirt for ball 1. 19 runs driven in for Martin. 5 extra base hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples. An OPS of 709. There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 1-1. You know, you look at guys, say Lincoln Keenels, Jack Van Camp, and Isaac Pollock, and then you start going, Bennett Dean can throw. Andy Gordon's been a good reliever for Post State as it counts now 2-1. But if you add Aaron Booth to the mix of this, all of a sudden things get a little bit more dangerous for Post State. They become a more dangerous team if Aaron Booth can throw strikes and be very effective. 2-1 pitch. Merkwan's out in right field now for Post State. Here's the 2-2. On the outside edge, taken for strike 3, and back-to-back strikeouts for Aaron Booth to open up his outing here against the Smitties. We bring up now Austin Wagaman here with 2 away, nobody on in the bottom of the fifth. So Life is out in center, Merkwan's out in right. McGuire Rasky looks like he'll be the next pitcher to throw here for Post State. First pitch is over for strike 1. So the re-entry rule will be, this will be hard to keep track of on the score sheet, as it counts now 1-1. Wagman, he is 0 for 2 so far. Struck out swinging, also lined out to Gordon over at third base. 1-1 pitch. There's a half swing and a miss from Wagman. The count's now 1-2. And Booth's looking for an opportunity to strike out the side in order. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Curveball that misses just a bit upstairs. Hinkle had a good frame, but I think ball across the zone just a little bit above Wagman's letters. So the count now 2-2. And here is the 2-2 pitch. That one is popped foul and out of play. Booth's looking pretty good on the mound right now. Velocity looks good. Looks confident on the mound. And Coach White, Coach Niles probably sitting there. Looks like it'll be Brian Holmstrom as on the mound here for Aberdeen, as he'll deal with Spencer Lettler, Elliott Life, and Lincoln Keenel will be the first three hitters for the Eights. Reisiger is on the mound here for Aberdeen. Fyack is over at third base. There's going to be a lot of changes. There'll be a lot of changes throughout the rest of the ball game here as we play the top of the sixth inning. Another 4 innings to go, and we'll see a lot of changes here. Guys moving different positions, moving around. Post State with just 2 guys on the bench. But again, with the kind of basically a free substitution to make sure guys be able to throw and get everything lined up. Spencer Lettler will come to the plate here with top of the sixth inning, a 4-1 lead. He is 1 for 1 so far. Had a sacrifice bunt in his first at bat, had an RBI single. There's going to be a base hit to lead off the top of the sixth inning. Single for Lettler. He's now 2 for 2. And I'll bring up Elliott Life. The runner on first and nobody out. Elliott Life became an uncle a couple days ago. His brother Drew and his wife had a baby. And Elliott Life, an uncle once again. First pitch is over for strike one. And congratulations to the Life family. Maybe watching back in Pierre. According to Facebook, where I saw the information that everything seems to be good between mom and baby, so that is also some good news. The count is 1-1 here to Elliott Life, who was 1 for 1 RBI single and also drew a walk. Lettler will lead away from first. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one will get off the glove of the catcher, and to second base will be Lettler. And the count's now 2-1. 4-1 lead here for Post State. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Aberdeen. Then we play here in the top of the sixth in a game that will go 9 innings here this evening. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Comes inside, nearly hits Life. And it's now 3-1. Go back to Lincoln Keenel's the top of the order for the Eights. As Reisiger untucked his jersey, now he's got to tuck the jersey back in before he, well, maybe not. Thought maybe that's what they called time for. Well, the count is now 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Comes inside and it will be a walk. And Life is on for the third time. And it's now first and second here with nobody out. Here at the top of the sixth, and it'll bring up Lincoln Keenels. Keenels so far 0 for 3. Ground out to the first baseman, struck out swinging, also lined down to the center fielder. He'll pop the first pitch up behind home plate. Frain's got a chance for it. It'll go off the glove, and it will land foul. Almost had trying to make a basket catch, but just couldn't quite secure it. So the count is 0-1, and Keenels now will have new life. Rain kind of overran it a little bit, and I think he got Got off the bare hand. That was a tough play to make. Nearly made it, did Max Prayne. Instead, now it's 0-1. Reisiger, the 0-1 pitch. Keenels will ground it foul. And the count is now 0-2. Here in the top of the sixth, nobody out. 4-1 lead for Pierre over Aberdeen. First and second. Top of the order here for the Eights. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Goes behind Keenels, so he's able to avoid it. And the count is now a ball and a strike, a ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Cade Hinkle. It'd be followed by the McGuire Rasky. Here's a 1-2 pitch. It comes just inside. And the count's now 2-2. That's a tough take there from Keenels. Able to take it for a ball, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 on. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Expect to see Keenels throw game 1 or game 2. Here's a line drive back up the middle, just past the glove of Reisiger, and now into center field. McCafferty will come up firing towards the plate. Lettler will avoid the tag. Taking third base is Elliott Life. At second is Keenels. And Post State has a 5-1 lead thanks to the RBI single from Lincoln Keenels, and both runners move up 90 feet on the throw. And the Eights now lead 5-1. Good base running from both Elliott Life and Keenels. After the throw came to the plate, both guys did not hesitate to take off for the extra base. And so now it's second and third with nobody out. Cade Hinkle's got an opportunity to break this thing wide open. Here's the first pitch from Reisiger to Hinkle. That one will miss outside for ball 1. Try to look at stats here. This is the first appearance for Reisiger on the season. Again, trying to save arms. They got games on Friday. They have a game on Friday against Sioux Falls East. 1-15 matchup. The count is now 1-1. Isaac Pollock will hit for McGuire Rasky. Looks like as he's got the helmet on, Rasky's spot is up next. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will bounce in. Good block there from the catcher Prayne. The count's now 2-1. Hinkle is 0 for 1. He was walked twice so far. Been stranded in the first inning. Was part of a fielder's choice in the 4th. And also flew out of the center fielder. Eights lead it by 4 here in the top of the 6th. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Comes in and hits Hinkle. And the bases are now loaded here with nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. So now Isaac Pollock will come to the plate, and he will hit for McGuire Rasky. I think Rasky will be the man that will pitch for Post State, maybe this coming inning, or if not, the following inning. But Isaac Pollock will be at the plate. He's hitting .326 on the season. 6 RBIs for Pollock. 7 runs scored. Walked 3 times, struck out 9 times. OPS is .742. First pitch to Pollock. It's outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded here with nobody out in the top of the 6th. Ellie Life is at third. Keenel's at second. Hinkle at first. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And Pollock will skate out towards center field. McCafferty will make the catch. And Elliott Life does not tag at first. The throw coming to third base. Keenel's is safe underneath the tag. Elliott Life will come in to score. It'll be an RBI sac fly. And there's some miscommunications here between Elliott Life did not come in to tag, or did not try and score. And then Keenel's came to third base, and the throw came to third. And where we're sitting at, looked like maybe he was going to be out, but the umpire did call him safe. Said he's got underneath the tag. They're going to talk between the two umpires right now. The runners will be at second and third, if at the very least a runner at second. The lead is going to be 6-1. It will be a sacrifice fly for Isaac Pollock. We'll get an RBI in there as well. McCafferty threw to the shortstop, and the shortstop threw to the third baseman. Fyock over at third base, and that was a good play overall from Hoffman. They're having a long discussion here. And they're going to call Keno's out at third base, so there's now going to be 2 down. And the umpire going to go talk and explain with Coach White. And where we're sitting out here at the third base press box, looked like they eventually got the right call. As now Gary Nedved will come to the plate and hit for Andy Gordon. So it's a 6-1 lead. 2 outs now in the inning, and a runner on just second base as a first pitch to swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. But a good play, a good throw from McCafferty. He didn't throw it all the way home, try and get LA Life at the plate. He threw it to the shortstop. Hoffman, who fired a strike to the third baseman, Fyock, to put the tag down. As Nedved swings and misses at the 0-1 pitch, it is now 0-2. But even though it is technically a double play, it's still a sac fly RBI for Isaac Pollock. I believe should be a sac fly RBI for Pollock. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Nedved will poke at it. He'll get a base hit into left center field. Hinkle around third. He's going to try and score. The throw coming all the way to the plate, and it will slide in safely as Hinkle. And Nedved's at second base, taking in second on the throw. An RBI single for Gary Nedved. And he'll take second base on the throw. And Post State now has a 7-1 lead. Another 3 runs scoring in the inning. And now to bring up Bennett Dean. So all 3 guys that are technically on the bench. 2 guys out of the 3 guys are on the bench. As maybe we're going to have a pitching change here with 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. A 7-1 score. We're having at least a mound visit. Bennett Dean will be up to the plate. He's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3 so far. 2 ground outs and a fly out to right center field that McCafferty went and chased it down. 7-1 here in the top of the 6th. 7 runs and 8 hits for Post State. 1 run on 4 hits for Aberdeen. And looks like we are going to have a pitching change. No. Give everybody out there. Hoffman was standing on the rubber for a moment, thinking and giving everybody a fist bump, but Nebraska will stay in the ball game for now to face Bennett Dean with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Dean, a base hit could open up the lead to 7. From the stretch, here's the first pitch. Dean takes it for strike 1. And it is 0-1 here to the Post State first baseman. Might see him throw another inning at some point. Potentially here in the in this. As it counts now 1-1. I guess actually he's unavailable to throw when he threw on Saturday. Threw over the 80 pitch count mark, so he's unavailable to throw today, but will be available then on Friday and Saturday. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will get to the backstop. Counts 2-1, and the third base will be Nedved. So now a base hit will score. The runner from third base. Again, apologize for any technical difficulties for the YouTube feed. Just can't quite get that a strong enough signal. We'll be still going here on YouTube, but also on the air, KCCR 1240 98.9 as the count's now 2-2 here to Dean. You can stream us online at kccrradio.com. The game's on Friday and Saturday, and then the state tournament if Post State does make it out to Brandon Valley. Here's a 2-2 pitch now. That one will miss low for ball 3, and the count is now full at 3-2. On deck is Jaden Weeby, then be followed by Jack Merkwan. So now here's the 3-2 pitch. This is outside, and Dean will draw a walk, 2-out walk, and it's now first and third. With 2 away, and it'll bring up Weeby, who is the 8th man to come to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning. Weeby is 1 for 2. Singled in the second, walked in the fourth, and popped out behind the plate in the 5th inning. First pitch, and Weeby will shoot that one towards left center field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Dean will round second. He's on his way to third. The throw coming all the way in, sliding in, and Dean is thrown out at third base to end the inning. And that will retire the side, but it is an RBI single for Jaden Weeby to make it an 8-1 ball game. But Dean is thrown out 6-5 to end the inning. But it is going to be 4-run scoring in the inning for Post State. On 3 hits, it's going to be 4 hits in the inning. Where no errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. An 8-1 lead for Pierre over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post State Baseball on a KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back, bottom of the 6th inning, Post State has an 8-1 lead over Aberdeen. John Winkler here on this Wednesday evening. McGuire Rasky now on the mound for Post State, as he is another guy, 2 for the 8th, that if he could get himself in a good spot, feeling pretty confident, he might, he's another guy that can help lead Post State to a state, or at least a deep run in the state tournament. So Brian Holmstrom, first pitch will miss for ball 1. He is 0 for 1. It's going to be Connor Canas will be the hitter, as it counts now 1-1. So again, we're seeing everybody pretty much, both teams unload the bench. There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2. Well, actually, it is Brian Holmstrom that's still hitting. They're wearing different numbers right now as the 1-2 pitch is taken for a strike, and it will be strike 3. And McGuire Rasky will open up the top of the bottom of the 6th inning, just like Aaron Booth did in his outing, with a strikeout. 4 straight strikeouts now for Post State pitchers in a row. And it will bring up now the number 8 hitter. Here's Matt Fyock. First pitch to him will bounce in for ball 1. Fyock is 1 for 2 so far. Grounded into an inning double play back in the 2nd, and also singled back in the 4th inning. Counts 1-1. Rasky looks like his velocity is looking pretty good on the mound. The left-hander will deliver the 1-1 pitch. That one's high and outside, and it's now 2-1. Look at what McGuire Rasky has done so far. It's just 1 inning coming into this contest. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, as it counts now 2-2. He gave up a 1 run. It was unearned. No hits allowed. ERA of 0, whip of just 1, which will go down quite a bit here if he has a 1-2-3 inning. Will drop in half. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Fyock. He'll Reach for it. Stay alive. Got a piece of it. Well behind on it, but hey, it's all about just staying alive and getting an off-speed pitch so you can find a way to put it in play. But Rasky will be looking for a second strikeout. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Fayok. This is outside, and it's now 3-2. Rasky threw a little bit during the high school baseball season, but injured his arm last summer. That was popped straight up. Chance for Cade Hinkle behind home plate. Gets rid of the mask. He'll make the catch. And there's 2 down now here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it will bring up Josh Steinwant. But he got hurt early part of 2020. Did not pitch the rest of the season. And he returned back to being able to pitch, as the first pitch will be upstairs for ball 1. He is throwing hard here in this ball game. He's going to work from the stretch here with nobody on. That is now 1-1. Talk about a confident pitcher and saying, I want to work from the stretch. Because he in his mind right now probably thinking, I want to work from the stretch because I'm not going to let anybody on base anyway. So we'll try and work from the stretch. He went for the windup of the first 2 batters. Now he's going to work from the stretch here, the 3rd batter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, says 1-2. You like how Aaron Booth threw in his outing. I like what McGuire Askey's done in his outing so far. Got a chance for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one will miss alone. It's now 2-2. Raskey's kind of been itching a little bit to get back on the bump. And he's got an opportunity, and he can have a 1-2-3 inning, 2-2 pitch. Okay, that won't be a 1-2-3 inning. It'll hit Steinwant, so it'll put a runner on base to bring up now the top of the order. Max Prain now will come to the plate. So Max Prain, who is 1 for 2 so far, but on base twice, will step to the plate. Rasky now will work with the runner on base. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The baseball has been thrown back towards Cade Hinkle to give back to the home plate umpire. Here's the first pitch to Prain. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Like the fastball, like how it's looked for McGuire Askey so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. Count is even at a ball and a strike. To Max Prain. 8-1 lead for Post State here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 pitch. That one's at the letters. It's now 1-2. I think Prain really thought that was at the letters, but count is now 1-2. And Rasky looking potentially for a second strikeout. 1-2 pitch. And we'll get to the backstop. And the count is now 2-2. The runner on second base, Steinwant, is now in scoring position. And Max Prain, again here at the bottom of the 6th, he's got a chance to inch a little bit closer here for Aberdeen, down 8-1. Here's a 2-2. That one will miss outside, and it's now 3-2. Rasky hits Steinwant to keep the inning alive. Now he's in danger of maybe walking another man. Here's a 3-2 pitch from McGuire Rasky to Max Prain. Just a bit upstairs, and it will be a walk. And it's now 1st and 2nd. And Tyler Hoffman, the shortstop, will step to the plate. Hoffman is 1 for 3. Singled back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's when Aberdeen scored their lone run. Scored an RBI walk from Cade Trenhale. Here's the first pitch. That one will miss for ball 1. So the inning started out with promise for McGuire Askey. Struck the first guy out looking. Got a pop out behind home plate. Hit by pitch, now a walk. Nothing, hey, that's okay. See a little adversity from McGuire Askey. See what he can do on the mound with a little bit of adversity now facing him in this inning. Counts 1-1 as that one hit the strike zone on Tyler Hoffman. Be followed by Aiden McCafferty, the number 3 hitter. Here's a 1-1 pitch. I don't know. Missed just a little bit low, maybe a little bit outside, and the count's now 2-1. Gary Nedved's over at third base. It's a lone change defensively for the inning. Hits. Here's a 2-2 now from Rasky. And just getting a piece of it is Hoffman to stay alive. Still at 2-2. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, 2 on. The left-hander comes set. Here's a 2-2 pitch once again. That will come in the dirt. Good block there from Hinkle. Good pitch from Rasky. Not a bad pitch. Trying to get him chased, and then the count's now full at 3-2. And both the runners at first and second will get a head start. Here's a 3-2. It has popped up on the left side. Going over is Spencer Lettler. Lincoln Keenels is over there in the line. He'll make the catch to retire the side here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No run scored, no hits in the inning, no errors, 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the 7th. Post State has a 8-1 lead over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Top of the 7th inning, an 8-1 lead for Pierre over Aberdeen. As for the 8s, it'll be 7, 8, 9. Jag Merkwan, Spencer Lettler, and Elliott Life. The ball gets across home plate. Some hijinks from John Krogstrand. He threw a ball back in play, and the home plate umpire, when he goes and finds that baseball, he's going to sit there and look at it and go, boy, this is not a baseball to be using in a game. It was sitting up next to me, and it's not any kind of good use. But we'll have that ball still sitting over there now. He'll make his way over there and see what his reaction is to picking up that baseball. Jag Merkwan will be the leadoff man, and a big smile from the home plate umpire. As he's going to put it in his back pocket. Not going to put it in the ball pouch that he has. He'll put it in his back pocket. As we have the top of the 7th inning, having a little bit of fun here. Our last regular season game. As looks like it might be Jaden Smith. Josh Steinwatt will be the man on the mound now here for the Aberdeen Smitties. So Steinwatt will be making his 13th appearance. He has thrown the second most innings behind Austin Wagaman. Steinwatt's thrown 43 in a third inning so far, 3-5 record. He's allowed 42 runs, but only 22 of those 42 have been earned. A 3.55 ERA and a 1.77 WHIP. So Steinwatt has been a very good pitcher, just hasn't had the defensive help that he would have. That he hopes to have time in and time out. Jag Merkwan will be leadoff man. First pitch is over for strike 1. Merkwan his first at bat, struck out looking at the end of the 5th inning. He was the only man that didn't come to the plate in the 6th inning, and the count's quickly 0-2 here to Merkwan. Be followed by Spencer Lettler and Elliott Life. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Steinwatt. And Merkwan will get a piece of it, drops it over to the third baseman, Fayok. The throw across the diamond is not going to be in time, and Merkwan will get an infield single as he's now 1 for 2. The speed of Merkwan was able to beat that one out to now bring up Spencer Lettler with a runner on first and nobody out. Lettler is 2 for 2 so far. A sacrifice bunt in his first trip to the plate, and then 2 singles, one being an RBI single. As the first pitch is fouled off the mask of Prain. Boy, that one was an odd one, too, because it didn't even look like Lettler got a piece of it. Obviously, it did. But it's hit the top of the mask flush of Prain. As here's the 0-1 pitch to Lettler. Upstairs, and it's now 1-1. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. 8-1 is our score here at the top of the 7th in a 1-9-inning game. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Aberdeen. As Lettler will foul the 1-1 pitch out of play, and it's now 1-2. 1 run the second, 3 in the fourth, and 4 in the sixth for the Eights. 1 run in the third inning for the Smitties. All they've been able to accomplish so far. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Lettler. Swing and a miss. The pitch out on the outside edge of the zone. And Lettler's down for the first time tonight. And there's one down to bring up now Elliott Life. He was 1 for 1. RBI single back in the second. And has drawn 2 walks. All 3 trips to the plate so far for Elliott Life. He's been on base. First pitch will bounce in for ball 1. Be followed then by Lincoln Keenels, Cade Hinkle, and then it would be Isaac Polak and Gary Nedved. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Life. There's a ground ball over to the right side off the glove of the first baseman. It went to the second baseman, nobody covering first. So the count, so it's me now first and second here with 1 down. That will be the first error charge of the ball game for either side. It will go to the first baseman. And back to now Lincoln Keenels, the top of the order for Post State. So the Eights have something cooking here in the top of the 7th inning. Up by 7. First pitch will miss outside and low for ball 1. And we'll have a new baseball thrown in. That was not the baseball that was used from John Krogstrand to throw back to the home plate umpire. As that one is in no condition to be used. First pitch, or the 1-0 pitch is upstairs, and the count's now 2-0. Eights have a 7-run lead here in the top of the 7th. And we'll play another 2 innings after this one, not ended here in the 7th inning, as Keenels will foul it back, and it's now 2-1. First pitch was at 6:20, so we're just a little under 2 hours so far in this 9-inning ball game. And we'll have coverage of Milwaukee Phoenix after we're done here this evening, as the count's now 3-1 here to Keenels. Be on the air at 5:40 tomorrow, 5:40 on Friday. 6 o'clock first pitch between Pierre and Yankton in the region round. Here's the 3-1. That will bounce in. The bases are now going to be loaded here with a 1-out walk to bring up now Cade Hinkle. So Keenels has been on for now the second time. Hinkle has been on base 3 times, but he has not actually got a base hit. He's walked twice and was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1 otherwise. Only time he's put the bat on the ball and put it in play, he flew out of the center fielder. He'll pop this one up. That will be an infield fly rule that will be called. The catch is made by the shortstop Hoffman, so there's now 2 down. And we'll bring up Isaac Polak to try and drive in at least a run here in the 7th inning. It's a 7-run lead here for Post State, so in this ball game, it's not really, of course the game's not over. There's still 9 more outs to get for the Eights. But for Coach White, Coach Nas, they're looking to see guys hit with runners in scoring position. You like to score runs, not to try and put it to Aberdeen and want to try and stick it to them by any means and run up the score on them, but these are situations that it might be a 1-1 game in the region round or the state tournament. Pollock will swing and miss at the 0-1 pitch, and the count's now 0-2. And you want to see guys be able to find ways to get to drive runs in. Because it might be that situation where it's a tie ball game in the top of the 7th in a 7-inning ball game, and you got to score these runs. You got to find a way to score these runs and give yourself a lead. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pollock will bloop it over the first baseman's head. It's down for a base hit. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the 2 RBI single for Isaac Pollock. And again, it makes it 10-1, but that's what you want to see for Coach White. A base hit from Isaac Pollock drove in 2 runs. Runners at first and third. And the Eights now lead by 9 here in the top of the 7th. Doing your job to score runs. And for Post State, they now lead it by 9 as Nedved will pop of the first pitch out towards right field. That will drop in for a base hit. Another run will come in to score. It's an 11-1 lead now here for the Eights. And Nedved's got 2 RBIs on 2 singles in his 2 trips to the plate. And it's first and second here with 2 away to now bring up Bennett Dean. Bennett Dean walked his last trip to the plate.
First baseman number 13, Bennett Dean.
Be followed by then Jaden Weeby. 8 men have come to the plate again. Another 3 spot here. 3rd time that Post State has put up a crooked number in this ball game. 3 runs in the 4th, 4 in the 6th, and 3 in the 7th. So now here's Dean a chance to add some more insurance runs with another runner in scoring position. First pitch is at the knees for strike 1. It's Pollock at second and Nedved at first. 2 guys have gotten those 2 at-bats, 2 plate appearances in this ball game as the count's now 0-2 here to Bennett Dean. Dean's been a ground-out victim to the right side twice and also flew out to right center field. And a long run for McCafferty out in the gap. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is taken for a strike, and it will be looked at for strike 3. And that will retire the side here in the top of the 7th. But not before Post State scores another 3 runs in the inning. On 3 hits, there was 1 error, and there was 2 men left on base. We had the bottom of the 7th, 11-1 lead here for Pierre over Aberdeen. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre.
As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, an 11-1 lead here for Post State. Andy Gordon now is on the mound for the Eights, as that'll be the only change. Gordon to the mound, and Nedved will stay at third. We'll have Lettler in left, Life in center, Merkwan in right. Nedved at third, Weeby at second, Keenel's at short, Dean still at first base, Hinkle behind the plate, and Andy Gordon now on the mound here for Post State as he'll face 3, 4, and 5. Aiden McCafferty, Nick Clemens, and then Brock Martin. For Andy Gordon, this will be his 7th appearance. He is 1 for 1 in save opportunities. 12 hits, 10 runs, 9 of those earned, 10 walks, 5 strikeouts. And McCafferty is hit by a pitch on the first one from Gordon. And so McCafferty hit by the second time in the ball game. Be a leadoff runner here for the Aberdeen Smitties.
Number 20, Andy Gordon. At the plate for the Smitties. Number 9, Ian Reisiger.
Reisiger will come back to the hit again here in the 7th inning. First pitch is grounded to left side. Only play is going to be to first. Kenols will charge. The throw to first is low, but Dean is there. And there's one down. The runner will move to second base. One down here in the bottom of the 7th, and they'll bring up, I believe, Brock Martin. It'll be Cade Trenhill.
Now play number 13, Cade Trenhill.
So Trenhill will come back to the plate again after Martin got an at-bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch to Trenhill. That's outside for ball 1. McCafferty is on at second. Led off being hit by a pitch in the first pitch from Andy Gordon. Here's the 1-0 to Trent Hale. That's upstairs now, 2-0. Austin Wagman is on deck. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's now 2-1. So far, Trent Hale is 0 for 1. He grounded out to Gordon over at third base at the time. Then he was a RBI walk for Trent Hale, the only run that scored so far. That one's popped up left side. Left center field, Elliott Life will come in, make the catch, and there's now 2 down. It'll now be up to Austin Wagman trying to drive in that second run of the ball game. Aids control a 10-run lead, 11-1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Number 4, Austin Wagman.
And it is Wagman now who is 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and also lined out. He'll foul the first pitch back to the netting. And it's 0-1. In Post State will play on Friday against Yankton. 1 game on Friday. 6 o'clock will be the start time. 5:40 for pregame. Second game of that best of 3 will be on Saturday, as that one's floated out towards left field but will land foul down the line, and it's now 0-2. Second game on Saturday will be at 12 o'clock. Then the if necessary game will follow that. If you're Post State, you hope to go 2-0 and not have to use another arm, although everybody will be available for the state tournament. The 0-2 pitch is spiked by Gordon. Henkel made the stop, and the count's now 1-2. But you win those 2 games, win 2 of the 3 games, you qualify for the state tournament in Brandon the following weekend. 1-2 pitch upstairs, and now 2-2. Be Friday through Tuesday, which would be the 23rd. Friday, July 23rd. Here's a ground ball that's foul, and nice play over there by the third base coach for Aberdeen. And the count remains at 2-2. Here's a 2-2 now from Gordon again. There's a fly ball that will be foul again. That will get out of play. So Wagaman hanging in there. 2-2 in the count here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. McCafferty on at second base. Here's a 2-2 from Gordon once again to Austin Wagaman. There's a fly ball in the left field that's going to get down for a base hit. Lettler will come out throwing to the plate. Hinkle will make the play, make the catch. Tag out to McCafferty, and that will retire the side. And I believe maybe we have a 10-run rule that will end the ball game here in the 7th inning. And the Eights look like they win this ball game 11-1, and they will win the ball game 11-1. So they throw out the potential run that would extend the ball game just a little bit farther, but the Eights will win it 11-1. Thanks to the throw from Spencer Lettler out in left field to tag out McCafferty trying to score. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base in the 7th. It's an 11-1 win for Post State over Aberdeen to close out the season. They win win number 22 on the year for Post State. Step aside for 2 minutes, come back and wrap it up. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
For your next new or used car, truck, or SUV, then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida, and online, lambmotor.com.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscape backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As we welcome you back here to wrap things up in the regular season, Post State wins it 11-1, a 10-run rule in the 7th inning, as it was going to be a 9-inning ball game, and they win it 11-1 in 7 innings. They had 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 9 men on base. Aberdeen had 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error, and 9 men left on base in that ball game as the A's took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 2nd. It was answered in the 3rd inning on an RBI walk. Then Post State scored 3 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th, and another 3 in the 7th to take a 11-1 lead, and that was all she wrote for this ball game as Post State finishes the regular season at 22-17, and they will now face Yankton on Friday in the region round as they will play at 6 o'clock. We'll have coverage starting at 5:40, 6 o'clock first pitch. On Friday, Saturday will be at 12 o'clock with 11:40 coverage, 12 o'clock first pitch. And then that, if necessary, Game 3 will be after that 12 o'clock game on Saturday. So Post State will open up the region round on Friday. On the air at 5:40 with first pitch at 6 o'clock. We'll have it for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. As that'll wrap things up for us here this evening. Time of the ball game was just right at 2 hours, as the Eights finish the season at 22-17. And we'll open up the region round on Friday. Thanks to Ray Lewis back at the station. John Wickler here on this Wednesday evening saying final score once again, 11-1. Post State wraps up the season at 22-17 as they win it in a 10-run rule, as we say so long from Aberdeen.
You've been listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post State Baseball is brought to you by Evermore Boutique, Wagner Auto, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Service Master, Rising Hope Counseling, Todd's Electric, Pierre Sports Center, AirTech, Gales Gas, Avera, Bank West, B&B Equipment, Overhead Door Company, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Farting Electric, Olson Plumbing, Agtegra, All Around Graphics, First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Shane's Pharmacy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Midwest Cooperative, South Dakota Weed and Pest, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler, Lamb Motor, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Sioux Nation, Kruger Contracting, Home Care Services, and Fisher Rounds. Join us all season long for Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special